Hi, welcome to the next edition of Pokemon Standard. So today, the brand new set has dropped out. We're going to be playing a bunch of new content today. Hopefully we do quite well. And we're going to start off with the Iona's Electric Pokemon deck, featuring, Bellibolt plus Voltorb and the Kilowattrel. So that's what we're trying out today. See if this deck has what it takes to compete in the current standard format. It's a brand new format. I played a couple streams already, and these cards feel pretty solid. I like the new meta. It's not as fast paced as the previous one. I get it. It's a lot of sets just dropped off, so the available sets is a lot lower. So I get it. The speed will kick up the more sets we get. So we're gonna start off today with Ionas. Next week will most likely be Fairy. So make sure you come back, subscribe for all of that content. If you like this content, like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, and do all that stuff so other people can help find this content as well. And let's get into the deck list. So our deck, we have 3 and 3. We have 3 bulbs, 3 Bellibolts, 3 Kilowattrels plus 3 of the Wattrel. We have a single copy of Magnera and a couple of Voltorbs. For items purposes, we have a couple of Nest Balls, 3 of the Superior Energy Retrieval. We have a 1 Super Rod, 4 Poffins. We have 2 Vessels, 4 Ultra Balls. Then we have 1 Catcher, 1 Pal Pad, 3 Research. We have 3 of the Levinka. Oh man, I can't say it. Which allows us to get back our energy. 2 Boss's Orders, 4 Ionas, 15 energy, 14 of which is lightning, 1 of which is a reversal. And that is the deck we're trying out today. Let's see what it does on the ladder. Okay, let's get this started. Poffin seems pretty good. Take those. Energy here. And say go, I think. I don't want to play this yet. He might have a Stadium in his hand, so I want to wait until he plays it. I'm not sure what Monkey Dory, which deck this is, because it's kind of in almost every deck these days. If I had to guess, this is probably an Eevee deck based off of the Vaporeon sleeves. I like to not reveal what I'm doing until they actually see it, which is why I'm using the boring Pokemon Live sleeves. Opponent is thinking pretty hard about this Nest Ball. I mean, it's Eevee. You just pick Eevee, right? Like, what else? I guess you would pick the fan, right? Rotom. So you can get Eevee and a bunch of other stuff. So my hand is it better to Iono or Research? So he wants to put 2 hot Pokemon on the bench, which now questions: can you retreat? Probably. Yeah, that kind of stinks. You're wasting a dark energy though. But you get to. That really is a good band though. I mean, it makes it where he can attack and deal a lot more damage. It's kind of insane this early in the game. Go ahead and Iona. Only if I had a way to get a... That's going to be KO'd, isn't it? Oh, man. She's already KO'd 2 more Pokemon of mine. Like, this is the downside, right? This deck, his card absolutely preys on this deck. Because we have so many small little Pokemon. We don't really have any big EXs besides the one that you have to evolve. And, yeah. Absolutely. The instant strike is just a nightmare. It is quite weird to see electric type being weak to its own type. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But I'm not sure what I could do at this point. It's like going to be a very quick game. Assuming that they actually just attack. So it does make a lot of sense to do Monkey Dory, right? Because I mean, you don't really need to attach any energy to these things. They just do so much damage by itself. That is not helpful. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. I think this is the time I need to just scoop. Because thanks to, ladies, he could just literally retreat without even caring. And just KO my both Pokemon. Or he just does that and then absolutely just kind of wins the game right now. I don't know why you need to do this. I mean, you could just literally attack. Okay. Finally decides to go for it. And wins. Okay. 0-1. Let's get into the next. Oh, no. We're facing this matchup again. So, this is the bad matchup. I could discard 2 cards. Get another Tad Bulb. Go ahead. I'm so worried. This is such a bad matchup. This is like one of the worst matchups with the deck. As you've seen in game 1, like this card absolutely hoses me. Because my deck is full of low HP Pokemon that need to survive a turn. So thankfully he does not have the ban though. Alright, pitch that, draw 7. Let's go and do that. Voltorb. Wattrel. So pray we can get there. Pop you. That really did help. This may not be a Nombo game. Okay, we have a Vessel. That's pretty decent. Set up a next attacker for Voltorb. Now, in this situation, we will Iono, try to find something else. 120 points of damage inbound. Okay, we do mind it. We do get rid of this hand. That's okay. We do get a Kilowattrel, which is pretty nice. We evolve, put an energy, draw, and we get to there's no energy to get back. And I could retreat, get Voltorb up. That would KO. I think that's what I need to do. That does seem logical. So we go ahead and evolve. Retreat twice. Put Voltorb into play. Use this. Get them back. And use this ability. Put them onto the Voltorb. Put them onto Bellibolt. Pitch those. I don't want him KOing on my bulb. So let's go ahead and grab another Bellibolt. Hit you for 240. Trying to reduce his prizes obtained so he doesn't have as much card selection. So this is kind of nice because that allows me to refuel next turn. And draw 6, basically. What I love about this, though, is this allows me just to get the energy back that I retreated with. So I don't really lose out on retreating. Voltorb, though, will take the hit here and probably get KO'd. We get energy back. We could easily hit back another Voltorb. Or I could hit back with the full-on Bellibolt, which very well could be the correct choice. I only have 3 energy in the up to put into this one, so I can't really afford to use the one that has less HP damage to it. So long as I KO this guy this turn, Voltorb could close out next turn. Huh. Alright, so we will lose most likely our Bellibolt this turn. I think that's the correct line. I need to protect my assets here. Draw 6 or 5. Get some energy back. Attach a bunch of energy on Voltorb. Bellibolt. And get rid of an energy. There's no point. Oh, it doesn't matter which one I KO here. So KO the is active, and hopefully we can get there. All right, so no backup stadium's nice. We have 13 cards in the deck. We should be able to get there. So we might be making a recovery. And I believe this is game 3. So we could be 1 and 2. Most likely we're 1 and 2. Now, how do I play this turn? He's going to KO here. I put this into play, get 2 energy back, and I just KO back. Seems pretty simplistic. Now the question is, can he KO another Pokemon on my bench? He can, right? You can get 3 prizes this turn. Oh. He doesn't go for this one. I guess it's only 30. Get rid of all that. Draw some cards. Get more energy. Draw. I could not find my pal. Really? Alright. I was trying to finish up my daily. So if you're watching this opponent, that's why. Okay, so we get dealt with a very weird hand starting right out of the gate. Definitely get that. Play it. And pass. I don't know if we can win this game, though. Like, we did get dealt a pretty awkward-looking hand. I don't think there's a world where I want to Ultra Ball, pitch. I kind of need the Vessel for the Bellibolt, so... I guess it doesn't matter what we pick here. So he switches, puts 20 damage on Voltorb, or my bench Pokemon. Okay. Or does it say active? That's a lot of bulbs. Yo. Kinda scary. We don't really have a good way forward here. As soon as this Voltorb's gone, I don't know what our goal is. We can't really... We don't have nothing. And we have one of each of these in the yard. Doesn't helpful either. There's a lot of these going around. Why'd you put it there instead of here? Oh, man. This is a problem. Go. I feel like we're just facing nothing but hops. Like, it knows like how bad of a matchup this is, and it just keeps putting me against it. This is a nightmare. And now they have Monkey Dory. That's bad. There's a double KO. I guess I put this one into play because it just gets KO'd by the sniping. Try drawing cards. Okay. I need you. So I get 2 back. Pitch 2 of them. Get back. Oh, I don't have enough to do anything more than that. I already used this ability. Something like that, I think. Go, Wetrel. Get some damage across. Yeah, do that 30. So I'm assuming this is getting KO'd. I put one here so I could use this next turn. Try to draw out of the situation. Because we're basically got to depend on this to close out the game. Oh no, more damage. Seems like Hops just cares about damage output. Okay. I mean, my best card, honestly, is the other one. Not Bell's. Not Bell. Not Bellibolt. Forgot. I literally have nothing. But I still need to do it so I can get an extra card. Keep going, I guess. Okay. You go down to 2 cards. I guess I grab him or her and hit you for lethal. Take 2 prizes. There's Pal Pad. Cool. I'll use that next turn. We could recover here, but it seems very unlikely. Seems a little weird to put it in there. In your hop stack. Because, I mean, you need a in Pokemon to be able to use his attack. Is it only in here just to loot and draw to? Because that would be very weird. Alright, so you're gonna hit that for 150? 180? What? Alright. I only have 2, they only needs 2 prices. We're not winning this game. Draw 1 card. Voltorb. That is a nice attacker. So I can somehow survive a turn. Monkey Dory actually just beats me, doesn't that? Because it just literally... No, I guess, yeah, you have to actually have damage dealt to you. No, putting this into play actually just kills me. 2 damage. It's all it takes. Yeah. So we're going to end with a 1-3 record. Like, this matchup is just horrendous. Like, honestly, it's pretty tricky to even be able to do this. Like, they just have too many bench snipers. It doesn't take much, energy investment for him to even get the bench sniping to work. So, yeah, 1 and 2. Let's get into the wrap up. So, what did we learn this week about this deck overall? We went 1 and 3, facing Hop 3 times. We went 1 and 2 against it. The other game, of course, we just got absolutely hosed by our own deck. We weren't able to find anything and get it going. That is a downside of actually playing 15 energy, right? These are slots that would normally be trainers and a little bit more Pokemon. So the bench sniping hurts us a lot more because everything that we have actively are very low HP. So you could argue maybe this deck honestly just wants some sort of 8EX basic that just absolutely can maybe put up a fight. And that could be very well a thing. So I'm not sure why you have what the heck. All right, there we go. So you could argue maybe we need something like an Iron Hands, something we can invest all of our energy to. And you don't want something that's requires us to invest into something else. Like, right, we don't really want this. We want something that we could easily put into play and just kind of start with. Tapu Koko, maybe this is what you kind of want, but then you don't really have that many bench Pokemon a lot of the time. So, like, there's definitely something you could do. Energy type. See, I'm confused. Wouldn't that technically restrict it to... I want something that actually uses energy, electric energy, not... Even if it's not in electric type. So, but it has to be something that you don't need attach 1 from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. 150 damage? I mean, that's less than this. Maybe it is Tapu Koko EX, right? So we just want something that can withstand a big attack that we can invest all of our energy into. That's not just a Voltorb, right? Voltorb just gets KO'd so quick. We can't do something like Mewtwo where it requires Psychic. I feel like there's tons of them that have Psychic, Electric in their... Yeah, so that's what we need to find out. Like, there has to be some sort of good Pokemon that we could just play. Or even, I guess, if it's colorless, it's still better than our options. You could do Tapu Koko, or we could do the colorless one, basically very similar. But that one you kind of want to be playing the stage, so that way you could, because it is a Terra Pokemon. So it's like very tricky, right? I know there's a decent amount of them that have like the weird energy that doesn't match their actual type attribute. So we want something like that, if possible. It could be this. It does help it ramp us out of the yard in case we don't have our actual stadium. I think 15 energy is probably too much, honestly. I think I'd rather have just one more attacker. Once we find it, we'll know. Except it could be Tapu Koko. Like, that could be a possibility. Overall, it'd be this one. The length is based off our bench. Because we did... This one has that. It's a fighting type. But it has a stage. It's not a basic. I guess that's something I could do, right? I could search it based off of basic. That's much quicker. Look at the bottom. I said there has to be some. If you have any suggestions at all, let me know in the comment section. Looks like there isn't any. Because if there was some, we would have seen it already. Could just be something like Pikachu. Pikachu is just adorable. That's the reason why we play Pokemon, right? We play Pokemon so that way we could play Pikachu. Or maybe, honestly, we just play Fez, Phesanty, PT, Fez and PT. Maybe just play that, because that would help us draw. Our Pokemon do get KO'd relatively fast. So I don't see anything that's worth it. It seems like that's like the biggest problem I see with some of these decks that I have. Starting out the new season. It's just, they're just kind of missing a hitter that just can help take over the game by itself. So like I said, it could be this. 150 for 3, not a lot of damage output. This one can't. Actually, it could just be this. 220 is okay. It's like this. But it does also allow us to, once returning a searcher for up to 2 basic electrics, put them onto your bench and shuffle. I actually kind of like that. So I kind of think maybe one copy of this. Nice little tutor target. Allows us just to get our energy that we want and help kind of thin our deck out from that. And like I said, just put it on our bench so we could easily, power up our little Voltorb that we want to have access to next turn to attack. Bellibolt, once it, this kind of just flows with that. This is a little weird and interesting. It has to be the active. So I guess, I should have tried to figure out a way how to actually utilize this card. Sadly, I was not able to. But for now, I think, do I actually trim it? I don't think so. I think I just trim a electric. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this deck overall. Did I make any mistakes? I probably could have, but honestly, like I said, it just felt pretty bad. Just getting hit repeatedly by Hop felt bad, right? Hop definitely felt like a good deck against cards like this. Decks like this where they utilize a lot of low HP Pokemon. The one-hitter decks like this, seems like Hop absolutely preys on that kind of strategy. And you don't really ever work your way up to Brave Slash. You're really just in there for the strike. So, yeah. So let me know in the comments what you guys want me to know, and I'll talk to you guys next time.